What's going on, guys? It is your boy Falcon VGC, and I bring you Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation F Double Battles. Today, we're going to feature a team with Hitmonchan. Now, Hitmonchan was requested by one of my very faithful subscribers and followers and supporter, Green Beans. Now, Green Beans has given me Pokemon in the past. He gifted me a shiny Great Tusk, and I actually used him on a video sometime last year, I believe it was. And so he had asked for Hitmonchan for a long time. I believe it is one of his favorite Pokemon, and so I said, you know what, I'm gonna make a video of it. And it's been a while since this request was made, but I knew eventually I had to get to it, and I wanted to do it because I like Hitmonchan too. Like, Hitmonchan's pretty cool. The tough part was making Hitmonchan work. Now, Hitmonchan's very physical, you know, high attack or decently high attack. But in this particular case, this Hitmonchan is used for support. This Hitmonchan has the inner focus ability, holding a citrus berry. It is max HP and max speed. So it does have the bullet punch. It is Steel. Now that helps out with the many Flutter Mains out in the meta right now. It does have close combat. This goes actually really well into Incineroar. And then you do have the Fake Out Pressure and Helping Hand. So this Hitmonchan, I've tested it out. It's done really well on the ladder and off the ladder. So I'm really excited to use it today on a video, and let's see how it performs. And this is a shiny Hitmonchan that I actually shiny hunted. So I know that doesn't mean a whole lot nowadays, but it was fun to do that. Also on the team, we have a bunch of special attackers here, but for that reason, Chiyu's on the team. It is holding the Choice Scarf, and it is a Terra Ghost. It does have Dark Pulse, Snarl, Psychic, and Heat Wave. Farigiraf with Armored Tail, holding the leftovers. It is Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam, Helping Hand, Trick Room, and Imprison. Imprison, very important to help stop Trick Room teams from setting up. Flutter Mane is here. It is a max special attack, max speed, Choice Spect, Terra Fairy with Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast, Shadow Ball, and Mystical Fire. This does insane damage, and it is very good to have on your side. Here for support as well is Whimsicott. It is a Terra Ghost. It is Focus Sashed. It does have Tailwind Endeavor, Dazzling Gleam, and Sunny Day for support. And last but not least, certainly not least, Porygon-Z. It is a Terra Normal with adaptability, holding the Life Orb with Tri-Attack, Hyper Beam, and Shadow Ball. It does have Protect as well. So this Porygon-Z is extremely strong. I've been wanting to use Porygon-Z on the ladder also for a long time. This is going to be the day that I use Hitmonchan and Porygon-Z, and let's hope it goes well. So yeah, very excited to use this team, guys. If you enjoy this video at any point in time, please, if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the subscribe button. Go and check it out. And please help me out, guys. I'm really trying to put out more videos here lately. I'm doing my best to stream as well, something that I'm not really very familiar with, but I am trying to do that as well. So please, any kind of support, guys, even liking the video, even commenting. If you're already a subscriber, liking, commenting, all that stuff goes a long way. Like, seriously, it really does. So any kind of support that you guys can provide, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, having said all that, guys, that's enough talking. Let's go to the first round, and I will see you there. We're squaring off against my opponent, Quailstar. Urshifu, more than likely a Water Urshifu. You got Rain Setter, Fake Out Pressure there as well, and Raging Bolt is also there to cause plenty of damage. What would be the best option here? A Chiyu Whimsicott lead would be pretty well, I would think. Just the sun would weaken the Water Urshifu's damage output towards me. Now the only issue here is if I get faked out here with Whimsicott, that would not be good. So it almost feels like I have to carry Farigiraf in the back, but I don't know how I feel about that. I could always Helping Hand and then do insane damage here as well. Let's do that. We're going to bring in the Flutter Mane. We're going to bring in the Whimsicott. I'll almost have to bring... I'm going to bring Hitmonchan in the back. And then I think I'm going to bring the Chi-Yu. And we're just going to roll with that. Let's see what we can do. See if we can get a win here against my opponent, Questar. So what is he going to lead off here? It is the Pelipper and the Dreadnought right away, setting up the rain. Now, the only thing that I'm not, or that I am not scared of, but kind of like weary about, is the Wide Guard. So I almost kind of feel like I have to go with a Moonblast here. I don't even think I have to Terra. I think just a straight up Moonblast gets the knockout into that Dreadnought. I feel pretty confident about that, right? I mean, I guess this will ensure the knockout, right? Terra Fairy, and then I'm going to go for the Sunny Day here. And if they set up Tailwind, that's fine. I'll set up Tailwind on the next turn myself, and then I'll be one turn ahead of them. So here comes the Flutter Mane. They could easily go for the Protect and set up the Tailwind, and that wouldn't be very good, but we'll see what they do. I'm hoping that they're just going to straight up attack. And it looks like they are. So this Sunny Day should help, and we should go first, and we should get the one-hit knockout unless they are a Focus Sash variant. Into the Dreadnought. Big, massive Fairy Terra Moonblast. And it does connect, and it does get the one-hit KO. Goodbye, Dreadnought. And what does a Pelipper do? Do they go for the Tailwind? Do they go for the attack? They went for an attack, but the Whimsicott dodges. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are up, we are strong, and it is looking very, very good right now. Up 4-3 on my opponent here. And let's see what my opponent decides to use. And the good thing is here as well that we have weather control, so their weather setter is out in the field right now. I have priority with Sunny Day, so that gives Flutter even more speed. So it is looking fairly good right now. That is a dark Urshifu. Quite surprising. But guess what? We're gonna Moonblast that thing anyway. It looks like I want to go for a Dazzling Gleam here. Get some damage. Even if Urshifu protects, I can chip that Pelipper. And they are going to Terrasilize, so this is probably going to be either Poison or Steel. Oh, that's just a Terra, straight up Terra Dark. Okay. I'm fine with that, buddy. Because that's not going to knock me out, right? I'm going to survive this no matter what. So there goes a big, massive Moonblast into that Urshifu. Goodbye, Urshifu. And there goes the Terra Dark Urshifu. Just like that, guys, we are up 4-2. This Dazzling Gleam is a single target. It is a special attack Whimsicott. Max special attack Whimsicott. It does quite a bit decent damage. And Pelipper misses again. Tough luck for the Pelipper. But we will take those. We will take those all day. And this is a speed Flutter Mane. I haven't said that. I don't know if I want to... How safe do I want to play this, right? Good Moonblast. I could Moonblast you and set up Tailwind, I think. And if Whimsicott goes to 1 health, nope, they're just going to go ahead and cancel the battle. We were just way too up on... my opponent's team. We had such an advantage with Flutter just handing out 2 quick knockouts. I mean, you got Sunny Day, knocked out the Dreadnought, knocked out the Terra Dark Urshifu, and then Flutter was going to get knocked out as well. I was going to set up Tailwind. I mean, there was just not a whole lot my opponent could do there. Yeah, I mean, GG's to my opponent, but yeah, it looks like we had that victory very, very well sealed off, and we'll take it always. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to feature Hitmonchan on that one, but I was able to feature the strength, just like many other people have, of Terra Fairy Flutter Mane and max special attack with choice specs. And we're not done just yet, guys. We got plenty of battles to go here. Let's go on to the next round, and I'll see you there. All right, so in this match, we have a matchup against my opponent, Yukun. Okay. I think I want to lead off with the Hitmonchan here. I kind of want to go with Whimsicott here. I'm not sure about that anymore. I mean, that Rillaboom is going to be a pain, right? For certain. What about Scarf Chi-Yu? Scarf Chi-Yu seems like that would be a good option. Now, I am max speed. I am modest, right? But I am max speed either way. So I should be able to outrun that Flutter either regardless. Yeah, I'm going to bring out the Chi-Yu. In the back, we're going to bring in a Porygon and then the Flutter here, I think. Yeah, let's just roll with this. So, Hitmonchan making his debut here against my opponent named Yukun. Oh, cool mask. I like the mask a lot. Okay, so it is a Rillaboom. Okay. And we should be faster than the Rillaboom regardless. And we'll just fake it out. And probably Heat Wave here. I do believe that would be the best thing to do. Yeah. The issue is, I don't know if I want to Terra Steel. I kind of want to Terra Steel just so I can survive with the Hitmonchan. And then I can pressure with Bullet Punch after that. Could also help with the Helping Hand. I am weak to quite a bit of my opponent if I do that, though. So I think I'm going to do it. Terra Steel, Rillaboom, and then I'm going to Heat Wave. Yeah, this is a video to feature the Hitmonchan, right? So let's feature the Hitmonchan. Let's do what we wanted to do here. So it is a Torkoal. Torkoal's going to get Fake Out here. And of course, my opponent does get the booster there. And they are going to Terrestrialize as well. Now, this could be Terra Fairy. I'm not quite sure about that. It is Terra Fairy, okay. And that's fine. I mean, this is going to hurt a lot, right? But I think we should be alright. So there's the Terra Steel coming out from the Hitmonchan. At this point, I'm kind of hoping I get targeted by the Flutter as far as Moonblast. And it is a Moonblast, but where's it going? It is simply going into the Chi-Yu, and Chi-Yu goes down. Down and out, down for the count. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do there. The Flutter is extremely fast, and we find ourselves in quite a bit of trouble here. We're going to bring in the Flutter Mane. And we're going to get our speed boost ourselves. Alright, now seems like here I can easily go for the Bullet Punch and I kind of want to go for a Dazzle here. Yeah. My opponent had a fantastic turn one. He predicted the Fake Out. He swapped out the Rillaboom. And have not been able to recover since. Insane damage from the Flutter. And he swaps out. He swaps out the Flutter. Here comes the Rillaboom again. And big Terra Steel Bullet Punch here. That doesn't do a whole lot. And a Dazzle. Choice Specs Dazzle. That's does some damage. Heat Wave comes out. Missed the Hitmonchan, please. Nope. And does that get the knockout into the Hitmonchan? Goodbye, Hitmonchan. God dang it, dude. We were barely on the field. Was not able to do much. And it looks like we're just in an insane amount of trouble here. And there's just not a whole lot we can do. This Porygon, though, will definitely do what he can. We're going to go for another Tri-Attack here, and I'm going to go for another Dazzle. So one or two things. I'm going to get faked out. Porygon's going to get faked out, or Flutter's going to get Grassy Glided, which they opt for the fake out. Big Dazzling coming through. They do survive. And the Torkoal goes for a Heat Wave. That he lands. And just straight up, just relentless. My opponent just playing such a good game. Got to give it to my opponent here. Completely outplayed me. There's just nothing I can do against my opponent. My opponent was swapping in and out very strategically, and my opponent gets the win here. There's nothing I could do here. I kind of want to say that I forced Hitmonchan just a little too much. I wanted to bring him out. I wanted to try and feature him, and ultimately that cost me the game. So he was able to outspeed me with the Flutter. He Terra Fairy'd and Moonblast after that. There was just no recovery. There's nothing I could do. So yeah, that is just a straight up just being outplayed. I mean, just straight up being outplayed there. It's just not a whole lot we can do there. So unfortunate. We're going to keep it going, and let's see what more we can do with this team. So I'll see you on the next battle. All right, against my opponent, number 41. What would they be going here? Other than the toxic strategy where they faint. Other than that, I think Flutter here pressures with a lot of damage. The Dondozo with a ton of damage here. And or its counterparts. I want to say Flutter and Whimsicott here. Actually, no. I'm going to go with... I'm actually going to go with the Hitmonchan and the Porygon here. Because I don't see how we get outsped. And... in the back, we can carry Flutter with the Chi-Yu. Because in case Dondozo actually ends up getting started, then we're able to pressure it with a ton of special attack damage to him. And so let's see what we can manage to do here against my opponent, number 41. It is a Regieleki, and let's see what we can do. I mean, I just kind of straight up just want to fake out here. No reason not to. Fake out and try attack. My opponent might go for Endure. Not sure. There's the Endure. Kind of feels like they're going to go for the... there's the Flinch. And we should get the knockout here into my opponent. Try attack coming out. Quite a bit of damage. Goodbye, Regieleki. And Tatsugiri is going to get toxic. But that's okay, because we did not give my opponent what he wanted. We're going to let that Tatsugiri just kind of stick around on the field and hang out. No reason to go after him. So now, he kind of has to go into Dondozo. And there is Dondozo. It is kind of what we expected. And honestly, that is fine by me. So here, my opponent goes up on all sorts of stages, and I am good with it. I'm going to swap in the... oh, I don't think I brought the... nope, I did not bring the Whimsicott, unfortunate. You can go for the close combat here. And I'm going to go for the protect, just to try and inflict some damage. My plan is to survive. I kind of want to bait out a Terra. Looks like they're going to stay Terra Water there. And this is just going to get some chip into my opponent. Not much. But here we also see if they're leftovers or not. And they do go for the Earthquake. We should survive this with the Hitmonchan, though. That is max HP, I would think. And we do. Fantastic. Alright, Hitmonchan recovers some HP. Goes to 97. He should faint on the next Earthquake, though, unfortunate. There is the leftovers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go for massive, massive damage here. We're going to go for a Helping Hand. We're going to go for a Terra Normal Hyper Beam. I don't know that we can get much, much stronger than this right here, ladies and gentlemen. You're in for a treat. And so here we have a Porygon-Z with adaptability, Terra Normal, Life Orbed, Helping Hand, Hyper Beam. If I land this, even with all the Dondozo boost, I don't know how he survives. Let's see if we can get massive, massive damage here. Goodbye, Dondozo! Even with the boost, that massive Hyper Beam sends him straight into the depths of hell. He's gone and done and lost for the count, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Plenty of damage. Of course, I am extremely vulnerable right now, but at least we prevent my opponent from doing quite a bit of damage to me. So, now, I almost kind of want to swap out the Hitmonchan here, bring in the Flutter, and just kind of save Chi-Yu and Porygon-Z might get knocked out here. I feel like it'd be a good time to swap. So let's go ahead and try and do that. I want to bring in the Flutter main here. But golly, Porygon-Z making a massive mark here with a massive, massive Hyper Beam, guys. Whoo, man. Close combat into the Porygon-Z. Goodbye, Porygon-Z. I was not expecting to survive there. But now we have Fake Out pressure. We got bullet punch pressure. All kind of pressure. And Tatsugiri simply goes for the Muddy Water. And as long as they don't get an accuracy drop, we're okay. And that poison is taking quite a bit of damage to him. We're going to bring in a Hitmonchan. And simply go for a Dazzling Gleam right there. And we're going to go for the Fake Out. Whew, man. I still can't believe it. That Porygon-Z. Whew, man. That is definitely a clip, baby. That is definitely a clip. Definitely a clip. Oh, man. Now, what is my opponent going to do here? They're going to try and go for Wide Guard. They might have Protect. I'm not quite sure. There's the Fake Out. Wow. Quite a bit of damage. Big Dazzling Gleam. Double knockout, baby, and gets us the dub. Let's go. Give it up for the Hitmonchan. The support Hitmonchan doing quite a bit of damage here. Quite a bit of support. My opponent, 41 GGs. But ultimately, it was the Hitmonchan enabling the Porygon-Z on getting basically a one-hit KO on that Dondozo. I mean, that was insane damage. You'd love to see it. I had been meaning to use Porygon-Z on the ladder for a long time. I don't believe that I had. So this is the perfect time for it. I mean, wow. Insane damage with the Life Orb. So definitely good to see, guys. That was such an exciting battle. I knew you were surprised on that one. Hit the like button for me, baby. Don't forget about it. Hit the like button. I know you're hyped about that one. Now, I haven't said that, guys. Let's go for another win, and I'll see you there. All right. Looks like I'm going to go against my opponent, Betty. Oh, Betty. And they have Urshifu, which I can only assume is a water Urshifu. Water Ogre Pawn, Incineroar. It almost feels like Flutter and Whimsicott is probably the move here. Hitmonchan in the back and maybe Porygon-Z. So let's see here. Hitmonchan can pressure with a Bullet Punch with... Yeah, we're going to go with that. Hitmonchan, Flutter Whimsy, Chi-Yu. Kind of want to go for Red Giraffe, but I'm going to go with the Porygon-Z. I'm going to go with the Porygon-Z. Let's see what we can do here. And it looks like my opponent, Betty, is taking just as long as I did as far as picking their team. So, what are they going to go for here? There's my opponent. And they go for the Tornadus and the Urshifu. Okay, so this is going to be a Water Urshifu. I'm going to go for the Tailwind here. And I want to say I could go for a Dazzle. Would that be strong enough? Terra Fairy Dazzle would be very, 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 very strong. I don't want to risk knocking it out, though. We're going to go for it. Why not? Just because I do believe we outspeed here no matter what. We'll see here, though. And we should be able to get this damage off here. And there's my Tailwind. What is my opponent going to do here? They could go for Tailwind too. And they sure do. And that's great, because I'm going to get insane damage off here. Okay, at least I thought I was. Not anymore, because they're scarfed. Golly, dude. Wow. That's literally insane right there, man. That's the reason I did not want to Terra the Flutter, but you know, that's what you get. That's what you get. And I'll tell you what. Insane turn of events here. Golly, dude. Insane, dude. That is literally insane. I'm going to get outsped here, so that's not going to do much for me. I got to go Hitmonchan here. I wonder... I got to go for the Dazzling Gleam here, and... Is there a chance that they don't swap out? And they don't. Okay, so we're gonna get some good damage here. There's the Rain Dance. That's fine by me. And we're gonna get the Dazzle off. Big Dazzle. Good damage. Critical hit it to the Tornadus. Not sure that mattered much. We're gonna go for the Sunny Day here, and Bullet Punch is not gonna do much there. Close Combat will, though. And we should get the knockout on the Urshifu after that. Yeah, let's go for it. Yep. And I'm sure my opponent's going to go for Bleakwind Storm here. It only makes sense that they do. Wow, that does nothing, dude. Wow, what a difference. I don't even know that's going to activate my berry. However, that's also an issue because if they land the Bleak Wind Storm, I am toast. Now, they're going to miss somebody. Yeah, unfortunately, they miss. They miss the Whimsicott, which I actually kind of wanted them to hit the Whimsicott, but unfortunately, they don't. So that's an issue. We're going to go with the Porygon-Z here. And I think I'm toast either way. Last turn of Tailwind. They have Tailwind as well. Because all they have to do is Rain Dance. I'm faster, which is a bad thing here. I'm going to go for the Dazzle here and just go for the Tri-Attack here, I think. But I'm pretty much done. Yeah, they're going to get the knockout here into the Porygon-Z. Wow, tremendous damage, man. Urshifu is just the #1 Pokemon, man, ever. I mean, just so extremely overpowered. Extremely overpowered. There goes my opponent. He goes down. And Betty goes for Sylveon here. And just not much I can do here. Just got completely outclassed here by an Urshifu. I gave away my Terra. There's not much I could do there. And there goes that. I mean, you got Tailwind. You got... in this particular case, it was actually a bad thing to be faster with Whimsicott. And so that was kind of a problem there. But hey, it is what it is. It happens. We do what we can, as always, and we move on. Having said all that, let's go into the next match, guys, and I will see you there. All right, looks like they would probably... Well, they don't have Fake Out Pressure. That much I know. The issue here is they have Follow Me. In case they want to go for the Trick Room, right? So I gotta go for Farigiraf. Farigiraf also has Helping Hand, so this is where it would help. I'm gonna bring in the Flutter as well. In the back, we can bring in the Chi-Yu here. And probably Porygon-Z. We're going to be faster than they are. That's for certain, right? Let's see how... 95, 160. 130, 108. I'm going to go with the Hitmonchan here. If it ends up being... Hitmonchan matches up well against the Ogerpon, against the Ursaluna, Blood Moon. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be very tricky. We literally led the same thing. That's pretty funny there. Okay, we're going to try and imprison here, and I almost kind of want a Ferretary Dazzle. And just inflict a lot of damage. Which they might do the same, to be honest. And it looks like they are, because they're outspeeding me. So, if they go first and they go Moonblast, I might be done for. We'll see. Well, that's going to be the tricky part. They tear it first, and then I tear it second. So, it seems like they would go first this turn. Yep, and sure enough, it is literally the same move. Now I went for Dazzling Gleam. What did they go for? There's the Helping Hand. Good golly, here we go. And they do outspeed. Goodbye to my Flutter, looks like. No! I survived somehow. And we respawn with a big old dazzle. Quite a bit of damage. Not nearly enough, that is for certain. But they do have a berry, except now I have imprisoned with Farigiraf. There's not much their Farigiraf can do. They can't set up Trick Room. And I can only hope to outspeed this turn. Clearly it was a speed tie, because we are max speed here. So, yeah, we're at 205 max speed. Yeah, it doesn't get any faster than this. And clearly, so are they. So here, I'm going to simply Helping Hand and Dazzling Gleam. If we outspeed, we get the knockout. But we have to outspeed though, right? That's the key. If we don't outspeed, they knock us out. Now Farigiraf probably has Trick Room, Helping Hand. There's just not much they can do here. Okay, there's the Helping Hand on my side, but do I outspeed is the question. And struggle. Oh, because of Dazzling Gleam. I forgot about that. Look at that with the flutter with the big old dazzle. Goodbye to my opponent. Oh my goodness gracious. That was a Choice Spec Fluttermane. Clearly, they could not do anything else because my Farigiraf has Dazzling Gleam. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. So there goes my Farigiraf recovering some health. And there should be no other way for them to hold the Trick Room. So I should get free damage here into whatever they bring. Now it could be the Blood Moon or Saluna. Could be Ogerpon, perhaps. Either way, that Imprison completely saved me there. I mean, completely saved me. It is the Ogerpon, and there's just not much they can do as far as outspeeding me. Matter of fact, that actually helps me out more than it does them. Quite a bit more, actually. Okay, so here, I'm going to go for simply another Helping Hand and a Dazzling Gleam. No reason not to do this. I could see them Spiky Shield, and I'm sure they're going to try and get the knockout onto my Flutter with their Torkoal. And if that is the case, so be it. We do have Hitmonchan to pressure in the back. And so, we will take it like that. Wow, what an interesting turn of events there. That Imprison doing a significant amount of such importance, right? I mean, alright, what is my opponent doing? Doesn't seem like my opponent is either playing, maybe they stepped away. Here comes a Helping Hand with a Spiky Shield. And no, they do not Spiky Shield. They're going to take this damage. They are sturdy, though. So they do survive. And Ivy Cudgel into my Farigiraf. Goodbye, Farigiraf. And it is a Weather Ball. Okay, well that's something new that I had not seen before. That is the very first time that I see Weather Ball on Torkoal. That is for certain. But very interesting nonetheless. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're not quite over yet with this game. Not even close. But it is the Chi-Yu coming in. Hitmonchan leading right behind him. Alright. We're bringing in Hitmonchan. We're simply going to fake out the Torkoal and go for the Dark Pulse into the Ogerpon. Fake out Torkoal and Dark Pulse right there. Trying to clean this up, trying to finish it up. Looks pretty good to me, but we'll see. Yeah, I was not expecting that. There's a Spiky Shield. That's perfect for me because I'm going to fake him out. Big fake out and Dark Pulse, obviously getting blocked, and you should not be Covert Cloak. Okay. Because that would be insanely bad news, actually. We're going to go for the Bullet Punch here. We're going to go for the Dark Pulse here. And this should be game over, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't that have been something? If Torkoal was Corver Cloak and they get a critical hit Earth Power. Oh my goodness, that would be something there. That would be something. Big Bullet Punch coming in. Goodbye, Ogerpon. Down and out for the count. And Chi-Yu should just clean things up here with a massive Dark Pulse. Goodbye, Torkoal. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a match. We were able to somehow tank the hit. Live at very low HP with Farigiraf. Able to imprison. And they couldn't do anything else because they were choice spec'd. And they couldn't set Trick Room. They couldn't use Helping Hand. Who knows what move they picked. They might have both struggled. Hell, I don't know. But that worked out tremendously in my favor. So, alright guys, I got room for one more and only one more. We're going to go for another win, and I will see you there. Okay, so what do we have here? We do have we got the Rillaboom, we got the Flutter. Is this an issue? We're going to bring in a Hitmonchan. Whimsicott here, probably to... The issue is they get powered up as well by my actions. That's the problem. There I go, Hitmonchan Flutter. Yeah, I'm gonna do just that. Hitmonchan Flutter, Whimsicott in the back, and Chi-Yu. Against my opponent, dare I say, Nut. My opponent name is it's a Nut. So, good gracious. Okay. All right, Flutter Chi-Yu. Well, that's definitely, most definitely a choice. Okay. Do I outspeed is the question. I should, right? Can either fake out or go to Bullet Punch here. I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch. I'm going to get some guaranteed damage here. Okay, if they didn't tear their Flutter, then I think we outspeed this turn based off of the Terra turns. We'll see. And they do Terra as well. Who do they Terra? Chi-Yu, perhaps? No, it's a Terra. Terra Fairy as well? Okay, that's fine. If I land if I go first, I'm going to land a Bullet Punch, and then the Dazzling Beam should clean up. Let's see. Chi-Yu goes for the Protect. Hold on. This might bode well for me if I can outspeed. Here's a big Bullet Punch. Okay, that does some damage. Not a whole lot. And Flutter does go first. But do we get the knockout is a question. It is not a Helping Hand. I don't think we get the knockout here. We do get the knockout. That is fantastic right there. Fantastic work here. Hitmonchan just putting enough pressure there with the Bullet Punch and able to get the knockout into the Flutter. Now, obviously with the Protect from the Chi-Yu, they're not Choice Scarf, so we should be able to outspeed it. Here's the Rillaboom. They cannot flinch. They cannot flinch the Hitmonchan. So they can flinch my Flutter. However, I'm going to swap into the Chi-Yu, and we're going to go for a close combat into the Chi-Yu right there. See what we can do here. They might just opt to attack. I would reckon that they go for the fake out into the Chi-Yu, though. My guess. They do go for the Heat Wave. They're going to attack. Oh my goodness gracious. Critical hit into the Hitmonchan, but Hitmonchan. Oh no, what a play. I get burned. Here's the berry. I do heal up, but unfortunately that burn is going to do so much critical. Oh, I would have gone the one-hit KO with the Hitmonchan. Wow. Unfortunately, Hitmonchan. Big wood hammer into Chi-Yu. Almost gets the knockout here. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is so unfortunate. I mean, think of the chances of that. The Heat Wave. And not only does Heat Wave have to connect, now they have a 10% chance of burn, and they burn my Hitmonchan. That would have been a one-hit KO, guaranteed. Guaranteed one-hit KO. Unfortunately, it is not going to happen. There's no way I can stop priority here. However, I can swap in the Whimsicott. I don't know that that's going to do a whole lot for me, though, unfortunately. So, having said that, I just have to take the loss here. Doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all, but it is what it is. God, how unfortunate. That is terrible, man. That is terrible. I'm going to go for anything here. Chi-Yu goes for the protect. They probably Grassy Glide into my fish. Yeah, Bullet Punch goes first because I'm faster, but there's the Grassy Glide. That is terrible, dude. Golly, man. Wow. Okay. Yeah, if it wasn't for that burn, we would be just in an insane position right now. But that is not the case. We're going to bring out the Flutter. We know we outspeed everybody. They're going to try and Grassy Glide. They should not get the knockout. We're going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. Going to go for a Helping Hand. Yeah, it does not get much more powerful than this here. However, I don't know that we get the knockout into the Rillaboom. The Chi-Yu does swap out, though, into Ogerpon. Ogerpon is water, so it might just faint here. Now, they might go for the Grassy Glide. I can definitely see that. Yep, there it is. And we do survive somehow. By the skin of our teeth. Do we get the double knockout here, though? We can only hope. Goodbye, Ogerpon. Goodbye, Rillaboom. Get out of here, man. God dang, man. You gave me so many problems. So much hell. And we end up coming out on top. Man. This game should not have been this close. There's no way this game should have been this close. We should have picked up the win a while ago. But that Chi-Yu burning my Hitmonchan. But Hitmonchan still putting in some work here. We're going to go for the Dazzle here. And simply go for a close combat. And the battle's just canceled. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a match. What a match, man. It was a close one. They got the burn. They prevented themselves from getting knocked out. Hitmonchan was ready to shine on that knockout there. But unfortunately, did not happen. But that's okay. Still ended up picking up the win. And a hell of a win on that one. Very fun match. A very fun team. I'm actually planning to take this team to a local tournament tomorrow. And I'm very excited about that. It's going to be my very first local tournament ever, period. Playing VGC, playing any type of video game tournament, like in person. So, yeah, I know that's probably hard to believe, but yeah, really, I never have tried to go to a local tournament, and this is going to be my first time, so I'm very excited about that. I'm going to have this video posted after the match, after that tournament, and I'm very excited to use this team and see what I can do with it. So Anyways, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you had fun, and hopefully you learned a little bit of something today, because I know I always do every time I play for this many matches. There's always something I don't know that I end up learning. So if you're not already subscribed, guys, I remind you, please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button, hit the comment button. All that stuff, man, goes a long way. And once again, this video goes dedicated to Green Beans. Thank you for always being a very faithful subscriber, follower, and for quite a while now. So I thank you very much for that. Thank you for your suggestion of using Hitmonchan. And as you can see, Hitmonchan did shine. It did quite a few things today. Not in the same maybe manner as you probably would have thought, but it definitely helped seal some wins today. Having said that, guys, thank you once again for being here with me and supporting me. And I will see you on to the next one.